Hello there. I'm Sue Johnson from Wake Up and Live with the Arts. I'm your host this evening. Sometimes we have co-hosts such as Norma Powell, but she's observing our fantastic guests this evening, which now include both my dear friends, Leon Bibb and Peter Lawson Jones. Both of them have taken part in the Karamu film called Man in the Box. And before I forget, Peter corrected me that we have to talk about change. We talked to Tony Sias, the new CEO of Karamu. We talked about change. I have to learn to change my classification. So Tony is now the CEO and president of Karamu. So forget all that part about executive director that we talked about. But I got you two as actors now in this film called you gotta help me. Man in the Box. I'm determined to call this thing Men in Black, and it's Peter's fault because he shortened and sent me. We were emailing, and he sent me just the letters: capital M, capital I, capital B. So you know what my brain did. But now you were instrumental. Both of you were instrumental in the production of this Karamu piece. So tell me, how, to the best of your knowledge, was this piece incurred? How did it come into being?
Well, it was conceived by the idea of Karamu doing its first film production. That was conceived by David Reynolds, the board chair at Karamu. Mm-hmm. And I can remember a luncheon meeting that David and I had with David Thomas, who's now a board member and was the producer of Man in the Box. And the idea took off from then. David Thomas had an idea of this magical box appearing in the midst of a forlorn community where there's not much engagement amongst the residents, and how the box and the curiosity about the box transforms the community. And then Dr. Mary Weems was asked to flesh it out, and a couple of us participated, David Thomas and I, in reviewing it and doing a little bit of editing and condensing it so that it would be a 10 to 15 minute film. But Mary Weems is the primary author or screenwriter. Mm-hmm. But the idea germinated in the mind of David Reynolds, who's done such excellent work as the board chair at Karamu. But that was furthered with the assistance of David Thomas, Mary Weems, and others. And
the actors and Dave's production assistants. Now, tell me, Mr. Bibb, this box wasn't like a Pandora's box, was it?
I don't think the box was like a Pandora's box. It was just a very interesting box, which, as Peter said, just appears in a neighborhood.
Yes.
And it just brings the people together as to where did this box come from, and what is in the box, and what's this box all about. And Peter called me some time ago. Peter says, Leon, we want you to do this. We want you to be in this. And so I jumped at it. When Peter calls, I always jump.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
We gotta help each other out. He says, you want to do this. And I said yes before I even saw the script. I didn't know what it was about.
And Leon and I had the opportunity to participate in a stage reading a couple of years back, a soldier's play.
Oh, we did.
And
yes.
Wasn't that fun? So
that was fun.
So we worked together on stage. We had to work together on screen as well.
So we put this together. Peter put it together, and I just kind of jumped in.
And this is exciting for you because this is a different dimension in your life as opposed to how the whole world knows you during the daytime. So this opportunity gave you a chance to do what you really love, acting, and you write and you create. How is this film as the mayor? No, you were the mayor. You were a reporter.
I played myself.
You played yourself.
I did a darn fine job of it. Nobody could have played you better than you.
Nobody could have played me better.
I think you were typecast.
But I mean, as Peter will know, I added a little bit of me to
Yes.
me, and I kind of went over the top a little bit more than I would normally do. But we stretched ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, and I stopped by for just a minute. I was not able to participate because unfortunately I was on my way to another funeral. That's what I've been doing this year. But
I
did
think that's
get-
all of our, the older you get, you find that's your minimum weekly requirement of at least one funeral,
Yeah.
tragically and sadly.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I've been to mine this week, I believe, so
Oh, okay. Well, you must be getting
I've
over
got my
it.
full complement.
Yeah,
we
because
all
I'm
do.
trying to back up. You know?
Well, we all read the obituaries, and sadly, there's always a name in there, you know, at
Absolutely.
least once a week or so.
I will not read the obituaries because I'm afraid my name might be in there. So I don't
Wow.
pay any attention, you see.
I understand. I understand.
So far, so good.
So far, so
Yeah.
good,
Keep
yes.
up that practice.
I'm going to do just that. So the Man in the Box, a Karamu film production, a Karamu short, if you will, because it's only scheduled to be about
10 or 15.
10 or 15 minutes. And with any luck, it will premiere in the Cleveland Urban Film Festival, which is coming up really in a couple of days. And David Thomas, the film producer, is he new to the board of Karamu?
Yes, he's one of Karamu's newest board members.
Newest board members. He was scheduled to join us this evening, but he hasn't been able to make it.
He might very well be in post-production because
Yes.
he's making every effort to ensure that Man in the Box can premiere at some point during the run of the
Run of
Greater
the-
Cleveland Urban Film
Which is
Festival.
running from September 17th to the 24th. 17th is just like Thursday, the same
Yes.
night as the preview night here at Dreamgirls. So Peter sends out emails, and as he said, you cannot pretend that you don't have anything to do because there's way too much stuff going on. And right now our focus is on the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, along with Dreamgirls and Tony Sias becoming the CEO. So, I did it. Now, what I haven't done is called this Men in Black, which I got to watch. It's Man in the Box. And tell us where it is, when the Cleveland, the Greater
Well, the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, again, takes place starting Thursday and runs for a week at Shaker Square Cinemas, 13116 Shaker Square in the wonderful city of Cleveland, Ohio. And
Yeah.
Donna Dabbs and Alton Tinker have done a wonderful job with the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, and this will be the 5th annual festival.
It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful production. I talked to them the other day. I interviewed them when I was wearing my television hat, and we had just a wonderful, wonderful time talking about the Urban Film Festival coming up.
And this is the 5th year. And this year, tell me, what is the role of Leon? His last name is Robinson.
Yeah, but
most
everybody
folks-
knows him as Leon.
Leon, yeah. And we
Let me
know
tell you, I
him-
almost got kind of jealous. Leon Bibb.
Well,
This is Leon Bibb as opposed to
Leon Robinson.
Leon
And-
Robinson.
and
He just goes by
he
Leon.
just goes by Leon. Well,
Yeah.
that's all I go by.
Is that- So when somebody says Leon, we're going to have a couple of people
Well,
respond.
Well, that's the goal in life, is to be one.
One day,
people say,
to be known by
"Peter
one day."
will be there. We all
Yeah.
know who that is.
Well, Leon, yeah, I'm a little bit jealous because when I tell people that Leon Robinson is going to be at the ambassador for the film festival, I mean, all the ladies just get so excited. They're falling over. They can't wait to go to the film festival for the opportunity to meet Leon or to
Leon.
meet Darren Henson, who's another well-known actor. And there'll be several celebrities who will be in town and filmmakers. And the wonderful thing about the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival is continue to grow. It's continue to get better and better with stronger films, a significant amount of local content. And so we're very hopeful and optimistic that Man in the Box will be able to premiere and debut during the film festival.
Now, I understand it is a short, 10, 15 minutes thereabouts. Is there any anticipation that it would grow from there? Will it stay
I
as
think
a
it's going to
short,
remain.
or-
It's going to remain a short. But what the hope is that it will be entered in a number of different film festivals, like the Cleveland International Film Festival,
yes.
or the Ohio Independent Film Festival. There are a number of opportunities, both locally and across the country, for this film. And I think it's going to be a it's a wonderful piece. It's really uplifting. And I think the message of the film is one that will resonate and that audiences, black and white, both within Greater Cleveland, outside of Greater Cleveland, will respond to.
And this film is not about Karamu in of itself. It is just filled with Karamu actors.
You have a lot of Karamu people. It's a
people
Karamu
involved
production.
in the production of it.
Very much so. But it's a film that is set in a neighborhood, and as I said earlier, a couple of minutes ago, that this box just mysteriously appears in the neighborhood, and it has the tendency of bringing people together because everybody wants to know, where is it from, and what is it about, and why is it here? And there's something mysterious about this box, but it is all positive.
And
then the last scene is shot on in the Karamu parking lot, so you will be able to see Karamu. So it's almost Karamu's making a cameo appearance,
yes.
A la Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay.
And one of the things I enjoy so much about the film is I play the role of the mayor of the community, the go-to guy in the community when a problem arises.
I wonder why you ended up with
So maybe I got typecast a bit as well.
A little politics.
A little politicking involved, yes, sir.
And even though it's a short film, my character has an arc.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Initially, he's suspicious, a little bit dismissive, but by the end, he understands in a very heartfelt way. That's why I love the last scene that I'm in the film, the significance and importance of this box and what it's done to the community and what it represents. Well written, well conceived, well directed. I think people will enjoy it.
It's a beautiful script.
And the question is, by the end of the movie or during the movie, are the contents of the box revealed? Does it stay like an
Spoiler
Alfred?
alert!
Yeah,
No, we aren't going to tell you that.
Hitchcockian
Spoiler alert!
ending?
Leon, do not answer that.
No, we won't answer that because that's all part of the
mystery.
So we need you to go find out the answer to the mystery at the Shaker Square Cinemas, which in my day was known as the Colony Theater,
yes.
right there in Shaker Square. You do have to probably park in the rear. Parking on the streets now does cost a little bit at the coin machines, the parking meters. So the film, what time do the films start showing?
They're virtually all day. I think
okay.
the opening night film is until 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and they just run. I mean, there'll just be a bunch of them running. It'll run.
Please go on the gcuff.org website, gcuff.org, gcuff.org, and you can access the schedule and itinerary.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see what films are showing and when, and you'll be able to enjoy a little bit of description about each of the films.
And that sounds very much like when you said before, what is the name of the big film festival down at Tower City? Is that the Ohio?
Cleveland International
Film Festival.
So if you're used to going down to the Cleveland International Film Festival, you need to start getting used to the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, which I guess in a way would be similar in concept in that you can pick movies. I'm sure they will be repeated. So for example, if it's shown, whatever it is shown on a Thursday, that it would repeat on a Saturday. So don't miss the opportunity to see is it Men in the Box or Man in the Box?
Man in the Box.
Man in the Box.
Singular.
That's what I need, a singular man in a box.
Goodness.
Well, you will find your single man in the box.
In a box, okay. Well, listen, guys, you certainly would love the opportunity to meet Leon. If you don't remember his name as such, then certainly you remember him from Temptation movies, the Five Hearts movie, and that was with my buddy Chuck Patterson too. Yeah, the Five Hearts. So you'll get to see, and Darren Henson, for those of you who were at Karamu last year, Darren did a workshop here. So quite a few folks got a chance to meet him up
Darren's
close.
known for Soul Food and a number of other motion
famous
pictures and TV
films.
series.
Yeah. So you're not schlocking around with people, my dear. Including, of course, our very own Peter Lawson Jones. And Leon Bibb, who I just can't stand them. You know what I'm saying? They are just so wild and wonderful. And it's my delight to chat with you for a few minutes and welcoming you to the show. This is your first time.
Really?
Hope it won't be the last. Well, he's busy.
Does he know
we're all busy.
the rites of initiation that he now has to go through as a rookie on the show? Did you know?
What happened?
Yeah. We make you carry the Gatorade and everything.
and you dump the
And we dump the Gatorade on your head.
I think you borrowed that from Indiana.
You have to carry all the camera equipment back
help
to
Lester,
I've been carrying camera equipment a long time.
That's nothing new to you for you. Huh?
So what we want to do as we begin to close out this evening is not only thank our special guests, Peter Lawson Jones and Leon Bibb, and in absentia, Dave Thomas, the film producer, along with David Reynolds, who wasn't able to make it this evening as the chair, who brought it. Did our David create the concept?
Yes, David Reynolds created the concept of and was the force behind Karamu getting involved and begin to produce
So
films.
I need to talk.
But the idea about Man in the Box was spawned by David Thomas.
Okay, because I was going to say, this is another aspect of our Dave Reynolds that I don't know about, his artistic side.
There's an artistic side?
Yeah, coming out, so I wait till I get hold of him and talk to him. So we want to thank you for joining us with these two fine Cleveland actors, and something Tony Sias said on another edition of Wake Up and Live with the Arts is having our own local talent. And to me, that's very important, that you don't have to go out of town to contribute to the local scene, be it theater, be it film, be it music, dance, some other form of the arts. And these two guys have been around a long time, and they have brought their own significant contributions. And Leon and I had the thrill a couple times of we did Love Letters a few years back, so I know what a fine actor he is, as well as our own Peter Lawson Jones. So thank you for joining us. Do not forget the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, September 17th through 24th. We want to thank our guests who are off camera but are hanging out with us. Norma Powell, our co-executive director, co-executive producer. There are too many titles.
Well, there's some titles that go with it.
Yeah, there's some titles. That's too much. And she brought a friend of hers named April, I believe it's Buchanan? Pickering. Okay, don't ask me where I got Buchanan from. But anyway, we want to thank them for being in the background and hanging out with us.
And giving us encouragement.
Yes, you don't need
That's
any
what they give us.
encouragement.
Oh, I'm
Don't
shy and diffident.
Yes, I know.
Not you.
You? A wallflower.
The politician?
Yeah. Don't break my camera. It's on its last leg. Okay, don't break the camera because we got to buy some new equipment pretty soon. But anyway, we at Wake Up and Live with the Arts are thrilled and honored to be here at Karamu to bring you this edition of Wake Up and Live with the Arts, and we hope that you will join us soon, where we say as our own motto, be sure to wake up and live with the arts every day. Till next time.